What's up everyone, Tony here, and today I'm going to show you the very best collectibles route in Red Dead Online. By finding and selling these 32 collectibles, you'll make over $1,100 and a ton of XP. And from my calculations, it should only take you about 90 minutes give or take. Of course, at first it'll probably take you longer than that, and random interruptions or other factors could slow you down, like how fast your horse is. However, in time and through repetition, you'll probably start memorizing this route, and the time it'll take you to collect every item will drastically go down. In the end, you are looking at the very best solo method of making quick cash and XP in all of Red Dead Online. I recommend taking advantage of this while it lasts, as I can't imagine it'll be long before Rockstar nerfs these insane payouts. This video acts as a companion piece for my collector's guide that I just uploaded to the channel. I highly recommend giving that video a watch first to fully understand the role, but let me go over some quick ground rules before we begin here today. First off, you need the shovel and metal detector to get all of these collectibles, so at the very least you'll have to hit collector rank 5. Secondly, this video will cover the route for day 2 of the 3-day cycle. If you go to the first location outlined in this video and can't find the collectible, that probably means you aren't watching the right video and need to check out either the day 1 or day 3 video, both of which I've linked in the video description. Once you figure out how the 3-day cycle works for your time zone, you should be all set. Finally, you'll also find in the description a clean image of the map with each collectible we'll be grabbing today. I recommend saving a copy and marking down all the collectibles you've grabbed in Photoshop or MS Paint. This way you know what you've collected, and if you can't collect all 32 in one sitting, you could come back later in the day to pick up where you left off, or even come back later in the week, assuming it's the same day of the 3-day cycle. With all that housekeeping out of the way, let's get started with that route for day 2. We begin right here in this area north of Annesburg. Get out your metal detector and dig near this giant rock tree trunk thing to find our first coin. From there, head west until you reach this area where you'll come across this small tunnel. A necklace will be sitting there beside some human skulls. Spoopy! Head south to the eye in Kamassa River. A necklace will be found here in a lockbox beside some other junk. Continue south below the E in New Hanover to find this coin buried between these two tall trees. Head all the way to the H in Blue Water Marsh, and the next coin can be found buried underneath this cottage here. The next 2 bracelets can be found in this area of the swamp. The first is inside the house, hidden in the fireplace. Then go outside and head just a few steps north, and the next bracelet can be found buried just beside this big ass tree. The next necklace could be found all the way at the southern tip of the map, just below the Braithwaite Manor. It's buried right here beside this tree. It's time to head back north, and beside roads here, you'll come across this bracelet hidden in this tree. Head northeast, and the next coin can be found buried under the bridge near Southfield Flats. Just above Eris Field, you can find the next coin buried at the bottom of the well. We continue northeast to this area near the Kamassa River, where we can find another bracelet buried underground. Head west to Emerald Ranch, and the next coin can be found buried under these clotheslines. Over at the Heartland oil fields, the next coin can be found buried beside this tree and boxes. From there, head south to the N in the Heartlands, and beside the tree with all the dream catchers on it, you'll find a necklace buried underground. Head directly west to the N in New Hanover, and a necklace can be found buried right here near the cliff. Now we head way north to the U in Cumberland Forest, and a necklace could be found inside this house on the counter. Next, we head southeast, and between the F and O in Forest, we could find this buried coin. Head northeast for a little while until you reach the train track between the N and O in Amberino. Just beside the tunnel, you'll find the next bracelet buried underground. Next, we head northwest above the I in Amberino, and a necklace could be found buried beside this rock here. Now we start making our way south again until you reach this area near the Dakota River. You'll find a necklace in a chest beside this random luggage. Continue southwest to this location, and the next coin could be found buried under the train tracks. Continue heading south until you reach Cumberland Falls. The next bracelet could be found behind the falls in a chest. Now we need to trek up a mountain. Head north to this area near the E in Grizzlies West to find the entrance to a mine. Explore until you reach this area, and you'll find the next coin buried under this lantern. Head back south to this area near Little Creek River. The next coin can be found buried near these rocks here. Continue south until you reach the stable just beside Strawberry. A coin could be found buried underground right here beside a bunch of hay. Head south all the way to this little island beside Quaker's Cove. You'll quickly come across this bracelet buried underground. From there, we head west between the R and E in tall trees. You'll find a bracelet buried right beside this rock. Head all the way to the southernmost point of the map below Thieves' Landing. A coin can be found buried behind the little house and beside this tree. From there, head southwest until you reach this little island, and a necklace could be found here buried underground. Continue west until you reach Lake Don Julio. Dig in this spot near the cliffside to find another coin. Finally, head west until you reach this area below the E in Gaptooth Ridge. Dig to find this coin, and you'll have collected 3 complete sets and the 32 items in total that will make you a bunch of money and XP once sold. You can now head over to Madame Nazar or any post office and sell the sets for that sweet, sweet payout. And remember, you'll be able to collect and sell these 3 complete sets again come 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The next day of the cycle begins, and the locations for each collectible will change. Of course, I have you covered here on the channel for days 1 and 3 as well, so check those out when you're ready to make even more money. Because let's be honest, it's never enough. I know your cursor is hovering over that pink flamingo hat. I know you want it, but you probably just need a couple more bucks. That's fine. If you like this video and want to see more Red Dead Online and Red Dead Redemption 2 content, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Check out those Frontier Pursuits guide videos I've already put up, and with the PC version releasing in just a couple of days, there's going to be no shortage of Red Dead related goodies coming here on the channel. But until next time, thanks so much for watching everyone, and take care.